Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Katie and today we're going to do probably my favorite spread of the year. I'm going to do my 4th of July spread. This is my Happy Planner Classic. I have been waiting to get to this week. I don't know what it is, but I love red, white, and blue. I love the 4th of July. I'm not even like super crazy patriotic. I just really like the sparkle and the fanfare and like parades and carnival food and fireworks, and I don't know, it's just been one of my favorites ever since I was a little kid. So let's jump into this. I'm pretty dang hype. Okay, so I printed out a couple things and I printed them out multiple times because I had trouble cutting things, but I just printed out some fireworks for the border. I'm probably not going to use this. I like this much better. I'm going to do a kind of a focal point with the 250, and then I'm going to pull in some other things out of books. I'm going to pull in different boxes, some lettering probably. I mean, maybe actually, because I've got that big piece, I might not need to. And I'm gonna use these guys that I use in almost every video now because they're just so convenient. I got these as a printable on Etsy, and then I just print and cut them. I've got them in all kinds of colors, so I'm gonna use some of those plus other boxes, and let's just jump into it. Let's see what we can create today. Okay, so I'm going to start with the fireworks. I'm going to use them as a border. Oop, little tear. I had so much trouble with my machine cutting these the other day. I have no idea what I was doing wrong. Tonight went a lot better. I was sitting and printing and cutting stickers tonight as well, and that went pretty well. I want the end on the end. Yeah, let's try like this. I did have a problem though with Georgetta, my sweet darling baby cat, deciding that she was gonna sleep in the window, but like wrapped up inside my curtain in a little ball, and then pull her weight back to where she was on the other side of my machine. And I had no idea why my machine would just kept like having errors and spitting my paper back out at me. I was like, what is happening? It's like jamming. Georgetta, that's what was happening. It was Georgetta. But all is good. Okay, cute. Let's fill in some spots here. Speaking of Dorbitas, hi Princess Love. What are you doing? Besides being in my way like all the time. Okay, bye. You guys, the AC is out in my house. I don't know what happened. It did this last year too, and we were renting, and we did just re-sign our lease. We decided to stay. I know we were kind of up in the air and there was a lot of things going on, but everything's good, and we did sign a lease for another year. So they need to come fix this air. They came out last year. They worked on it for like an hour, like blasting things and resoldering things, and it smelled burnt the whole time. He made a huge mess, the guy did, on my floor. And he was like, oh, well, I can mop it. It was just like mud and grunge everywhere. And I was like, nope, it's good. Thank you so much. I was so happy to have it fixed. I was like, it's totally cool. You just, thank you so much. Have a good day. Head out, sir. Get out of my house. Yeah. And now I have to have him back in my house. But today's Sunday. It's Sunday evening. And it is, the sun's going down. It's the coolest part of the day. It is still over 80 degrees in my house. I am over it. And now I'm sitting under these studio lights. I guess I'm just a glutton for punishment, but no, actually what it is this video needs to go up tomorrow. I also just need this spread done so that I can use the planner. Let's see, I would like it to not be so, oh no, that'll work. Just cover it a little bit like that. There we go. So it's Sunday night. The earliest they can come is, I think, Wednesday evening. But it ain't gonna cut it. It's been freezing up. It never stayed fixed. That's the thing, is we called them out. It took them coming out a handful of times. It's a real pain in the butt. It scares my cats. And, which I don't know why, because we have people over all the time and they never get scared of those people, but did not like the maintenance man. And it didn't stay fixed. We thought it was, and then within weeks it was back to not working. But by then it was the end of the summer and it was going into fall, and we kind of just, like, it doesn't work when it's really hot. That's kind of the problem. I'm gonna flip this and see if I can do something similar to the top without going crazy over these numbers here. But I don't know, man. I don't think I can handle it. I know I can't handle it. It's way worse this year. Last year it would just kind of freeze up occasionally. We can turn it off, get it to kind of work again. But it's like at night too. What do you mean it's cold? It's hot at night? I don't understand. So now I don't know if it's just freezing up. I don't know if it's like broken. I have no idea. But I do know I'm not a fan. So I guess we'll see. And we can't get it to work. We keep turning it off and trying to let it defrost, hoping that that's the problem. And nope, it's been off for hours now because it's not working. It's not working. It makes me want to cry because it's so hot. It makes me want to not do anything. Like, I don't even want to take a shower because then I'll just be like wet and like sticky and humid in my hair. Oh my gosh, I have to do it with my hair then, and I just don't know if I can do it. There we go. But that looks good. I'm gonna pull out the whole page. I need to do my monthly too, because that's the beginning of the month is this here week. I don't have a lot going on in July, which is odd. I have like 1, maybe 2 appointments, and we have some birthdays, but that's about it. Well, that's lovely. Let's do it again. Pull that stuff off my scissors. And I just printed these off Google, which has been my most favorite thing to do here lately, is just find a design I like. I pull it into the Silhouette Studio software. I make my own cut lines, and then yeah, cut it out. Use it, make my own stickers. That'll be okay, because I'm probably gonna make or add letters over the top. Letters? Numbers. I'm gonna add numbers over the top. And then get one more piece. Let's see what fits. That works. Okay. I'm going to trim off again. This week here is going to be a little bit busier. I know on Monday I have a handful of like medical things I need to do, and then Tuesday we actually have an appointment with the home nursing staff at one of the specialty pharmacies. They're coming to our house. Well, my house. My mom will be here, which means I have to get up at like 6:30 in the morning to make sure I'm dressed and ready, and then I have to go get my mom and bring her back to my house because she does not drive anymore, and do a nursing class here because they're switching pumps and medicines and different things, and it's going to be a pain. And then right after that, I have a gynecology appointment. That's the reason it has to be so early, is because they were like, well, no, we don't want to do the afternoon. It needs to be the morning. So we can do it before. And I was like, oh, God, okay. Sure, let's do a nursing class at 7:30 in the morning. I'm sure she wants to get up and travel all the way to my place at 7:30 in the morning. But if you're sure she does, then let's do it. So yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, fireworks. Okay, let's see. Which one of these was the correct one? This one. Do I want to put down washi? I've got lots of pretty washi. Let's see. I've got like stars, more stars, stripes. Maybe let's do some stars on a white washi. That'll be kind of simple. Where'd my scissors? There we go. Because I managed to hurt myself again this week, I decided it would be a good idea to bathe all our cats. We are fighting fleas for like crazy, and I know I'm not the only one who is fighting fleas. And we found this shampoo that's supposed to help keep the fleas away for like 30 solid days, and it was significantly cheaper than any other flea medicine. I was like, let's just try it. Our cats are chill, and all of them were chill except Spooky. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, Horace was a little, like, he didn't like it, and so he kind of kicked and he knocked over the shampoo bottle. Not a big deal. Shampoo spilled on the counter. I was bathing them in the sink, and that way I didn't hurt my back leaning over a bathtub. Cool. Everything was fine. I'm down to my last two cats. So I do Horace, and he's cool. All is well. That's not gonna work there. He does knock over the shampoo bottle, and then there's shampoo on the counter. Okay, not a big deal. And it was quite a bit of shampoo. So I was like, okay, well, let me just, when I do Spooky, I'm just gonna wipe the shampoo up with my hand and put it on him. That way I don't waste it. Okay, I start getting Spooky in the sink. He's the last cat, and he full on had a panic attack, tried to jump out. He landed in the puddle of soap. So I couldn't just let him go, and because he was freaking out, I really would have just let him go. But he's covered in this soap, and it's medicated. So I was like, great, I have to get this soap off him. So I was calling Joel. He was helping bathe cats too. He also gave Luna a bath. She gets a bath weekly anyway because she's a stanky dog. Really, we don't bathe our cats. You don't really need to bathe cats, but I'm an idiot and I bathe our cats. So I call Joel over and I'm like, help, help. And he's trying to help me calm him down and stuff because he's literally gone into such a panic. He is clawing, and which is what you would expect, right? A cat in a bathtub. But then he goes into a straight shock, and he stops breathing and gets like he can't breathe. He won't. Oh my gosh, it was so scary. I didn't know what I thought happened, but he's covered in this soap, and I was like, we have to get him out. He can't stay in this, I know he's got soap on him. We'll have to figure it out. I have to get him out of the water. So we get him out of the water and take him, and I basically just held him and held him and held him. And Joel kept bringing me wet rags that were really kind of wet so I could try and get the soap off, and then he'd go rinse that one and bring me a different rag, and we eventually got all the soap off, and he calmed down. And this is gonna be a pain. Here we go. And he's okay. Let me just say, he's absolutely okay. But I've never had a cat go into a panic and stop breathing. He was just sitting there with his tongue out and just, oh my gosh, freaking out. He would move just a little bit, and and Joel told me a story where he had a cat die from shock of a bath. And I'm like, now you tell me, oh my gosh, what do you mean? So I was absolutely panicked. It was awful. Will not do that again. I don't care how much the medication costs. He will be getting anything but a bath. So he's totally cool now. We had people over the next day, and he was all over them and getting cuddles and everything because he had a little near-death experience. So My poor bear. That was awful. And in the process, he clawed my hand up. It actually looks really good today. The day after it happened, it was like bruised and my whole palm hurt. I could barely close it. Cat scratches are so gnarly and they can get infected and nasty so quickly. So I was like, great, I'm probably gonna have to get that looked at, but no, it looks really good today. And then, let's see, this book is Cheerful Seasons and it has a little 4th of July set. So we're gonna flip to that. Ooh, heck yeah. We're gonna use this and we're gonna put in some checklists. And to do that, I'm going to use these guys. These are just Bic fine line markers. Okay, literally a 3-second train just passed. But anyway, these are Bic fine line markers. And I'm gonna use these to, I think, just draw the dots. Oh my gosh, is that another train? So annoyed. So annoyed. I'm hot and I'm annoyed. Okay. Let me find my stencil. Y'all know it's chewed to bits. So chewed up. Let me see ya. There she is. She looks rough. I think the train's gone. So we're gonna carry on. I think I'm gonna do just the dots in the red and the blue. And I'm gonna do pen for the lines. That way it's black. That way it's not like too crazy. Okay, so let's do, let's see. I do have header boxes, so I think I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll leave myself for a header. So then I guess I'm gonna start with red and do 1, ooh, don't fly away, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll be able to put a blue header over it. So if I do like this, there we go. That looks good. So I'm gonna alternate days. So that means I'm gonna do a checklist down here, and I'm gonna alternate red dot blue header, blue dot red header, back and forth, and I'm just gonna place my checklist randomly because it's not that serious. And then I'll decorate around it. You guys, and then I hit my head this week. This is so stupid, but I'm gonna tell you. We had friends over Friday night just for like a cookout situation. We did burgers and corn like on the grill, hot dogs, chips and dip, like all good stuff. And we were just hanging around listening to music really late. It was like, you know, I think 2 or 3 in the morning by the time I took my mom home. And it was like a family thing. It wasn't like some crazy thing. There was no drinking or anything because we really aren't into that. So we were hanging out in the living room and I was sitting in the middle of the couch and I was trying to reach my drink all the way on the little end table. And I was like sitting there just like playing a game on my phone while we were chatting and listening to music, and we had like the lights on the like the Google Home thing changing colors, and it was really fun. We were like dancing and goofing around and just like what we do. And I was sitting on the couch playing a game on my phone when we were chatting. Go to reach over and I can't reach my drink because I'm in the middle of the couch and it's on the end table. So I kind of am leaning over and kind of leaning on the couch to try and reach my drink. My phone's still in my hand. My hand slips off the couch. I fall down like full body weight and my hand comes down and I somehow manage to crack the corner of my phone into the middle of my forehead with my full body force, just crack. And it was so loud and everyone was like, oh my God, what was that? Are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm not okay. So now I have a little bruise in the middle of my forehead. It doesn't look as bad as it feels. I really expected it to look really bad, but it doesn't. So there's that, but it definitely hurts and was throbbing for a day or two. It's significantly better today, so I'm not really worried about it, but it was a bad time. It was a bad time. Let me just say that. On top of, like, my hand was kind of swollen and, like, man, cat scratches are the worst. So I absolutely did knock the schnoz out of myself. It was an eventful couple days. It still has been, because my cat almost died, clawed my hand open, clocked myself in the forehead, and now my air doesn't work. So I'm just like uncomfy and irritable and tired of it. All around, in case you were wondering. Which is why I'm just trying to sit here and relax and play in my planner. I love planner time. And this, like I said, is usually my favorite spread of the year. I don't know what it is. Sparkles, fanfare, fireworks, I don't know. I love the 4th of July. And I don't even think I'm doing anything this year, which is booty, because Joel is working his second job and he did not ask for it off because he really didn't think he'd get it, and he might not have. And he's so focused on saving money and really like, so he didn't ask for it off. So I'm like, well, we usually go see the fireworks and stuff. We can do stuff during the day, like we can go to the parade and all that stuff. So that's cool. Also, this looks fantastic. Let's start with some boxes and deco. But I can't go to the fireworks at night because I don't think I could handle Luna by myself. And I would want to take Luna because I don't want her here by herself. I don't know what the fireworks are. The situation is at our house. I've never been home on the 4th of July, and I don't want her here by herself freaking out for the first time hearing fireworks. I know if I take her with me to see the fireworks, once they start, she'll probably like bark and like look at me, but then she'll be totally fine. So I don't think I can handle her by myself if I take her to the fireworks and like take my mom with me or something, because I'd be carrying like the lawn chairs and snacks and fans and water, and I just don't think I can do that and carry the dog. And mom cannot carry Luna. Like there's no way. She is way too strong. Anyway, I'm just picking out the little boxes and stuff that are 4th of July themed. There's not very many, but we have some fun stuff here. And I'm going to use boxes out of here and these guys. But I wanted to use these first because it's the only few that we have. Okay, so let's do maybe we'll just do the Stars and Stripes quote. I'm gonna pop these on the edge of my desk and try not to forget about them. Okay, and then we can do like maybe if I can get it off the page. Maybe like a little star. Or should I do a firework coming out from underneath? Or both? Why not? I mean, whatever. And then up here, Monday, I do have a couple things that need to get done Monday. I need to call, because I tried to call and get, my mom has a shot that she gets. I give it to her every 3 weeks. You guys, if you've been following the channel, you've probably heard me talk about it. She needs it Thursday, so I tried to call last week to get it here. It's like a special thing. It has to come refrigerated and all that stuff. And they're telling me that insurance won't follow the, with this is also, the insurance made me switch to this company, and now they won't let me order it, and they're saying it's the insurance until the 28th. Okay, but that's a Sunday, so I can't call till Monday, which means I'll be lucky if I get that shot by Thursday. They can overnight medicines and stuff, but you have to like qualify for it. And with her program and stuff and the grants and everything I have set up, she doesn't pay for any of her medicines. I really don't want to have to pay for shipping. That's gonna really frustrate me if I have to pay when it would have been free. Like nobody would have had to pay. It would have just been regular all shipping if they sent it last week. But I have to call them Monday morning, and then for the appointment early Tuesday morning. Oh, my niece just got home. She was out and about. But anyway, for the appointment Tuesday morning, I need to make sure I have the remotes and everything charged and ready to go. And because this lady's going to be in our house for a while, I do want to make sure the house is clean. So that's on this list. Okay, took a quick pause to chat with my niece and see how her day was. She, you guys know, just got her license and stuff. And she drove quite a bit of ways to see a friend today. So she's home just before dark. Everything went really well. So that's good. Anyway. So I do want to make sure I put a couple boxes up here. Let's see. I don't think... Also, sidebar. What color sidebar? Let me see what I've got left in here. For red and blue. Not a ton. I don't have a ton. I have no red. I have a dark red, which could be fine because I like the mix of the colors and stuff. And then blue. Nope. So dark red? Honestly, I'm okay with dark red. We can just make sure we use like another dark red somewhere to pull it together. So let's use this dark brick red. And that'll help me know. Oh, that went all the way to the top. That's okay. We'll put a July sticker on top. That'll help me know what I want for boxes here. I guess we'll do blue. What do these blues look like? Because I want to pull in all the different colors. So maybe let's do a square and then one of these rectangles, and let's see how that looks. Do a square. And a rectangle, kind of like this maybe. I don't want it to cover the... There we go. Ooh, that's crooked. Is that better? It's a little better. Let's add a fun little element. Maybe we do a bomb pop. Okay. And then Tuesday, we have the 2 appointments. And that's really it. So maybe we'll do a large box. Do I want red or blue? I think I want red. I also could do some, I think I've got like a creamy white color. Yeah, I could do like a cream color. This like kind of gray white. We could do that. And then I also have this one random page of stickers from a really old Happy Planner book, but I really like this sticker, so I'm gonna use that. So maybe we do this guy here because I can. And then I'm gonna do blue. Do I do another blue square? Maybe. And I'm gonna do it like here, and then I'll use a white to kind of break it up a little bit. I definitely want it filled with red, white, and blue, but I don't want it to be like crazy. Okay. And then maybe a hot dog sticker. Cute. And then I don't have a lot as far as like quotes and stuff go. So I could do one solid box here. Let me see what color blue solid boxes I have. I have this one with the stripies. Then I have a dark, a light, and a dark. Oh, we have plenty. Okay. So what have we used? Are these different? There's a light, a dark, and then this really dark one. So I guess let's do a light blue. It's like a whole situation. Maybe I'll move it down. Okay, and then maybe let's just do some fireworks. Just in the center of the page. And then we can do this side. Okay, I know I definitely need to add some more of the dark red. And let's see. There's not a ton going on, so we could do dark red, maybe a dark red box, and maybe one of these blues, this brighter blue. Or maybe, okay, let's do and then maybe a cream, because this is the only spot I have for a box. So, oh, they're up here. I could take a small one, or I could take a small blue. Because the blue on blue. Okay, so maybe let's do maybe one of these blues so that it's different. Do I have a header box of any kind? I don't know that I do. Oh, I do. Okay, so let's do the light blue again. And then we'll do a bigger of the cream, just because there's less of it. So if I do a bigger box, it's a little bit more, it's got a bigger statement to it. And we'll do her here and him. I guess it's a him. Maybe something like that. And then we'll do like a firework going across it. And then for fun, I'll do, oh goodness gracious, one of these hats and some stars. Okay, and then real simple left here is like one box, one box. Okay, that's fine. So what do we need? I've got a little bit, oh, I don't really want to do any more blue, but I don't have enough of this dark blue. Honestly, they look so much the same. It's not that big a deal. I do need more reds. So maybe I can do another dark red, and then I don't want that. This is, well, honestly, it's all the same colors, so what's it matter? Oh, I don't know if I have a brick red color in that size. Well, what about this medium red? Just so that it's different. Okay, and then we'll do a square. Or, no, I don't know. This is hard. Maybe the cream again. 3 colors sometimes is a challenge. They're going to be side by side somewhere. That's just kind of the way that this goes. And that's usually okay with me. So let's do a square of you. I guess this blue, because it's a little bit different than this blue. And we'll go up and down like that. Okay, the only thing is I have a box here. Oh, I forgot I have these down here. Well, I guess this could go here, but then these will be side by side. And I don't love that. I don't technically have to use that sticker, but I kind of like this one because I don't really have any quotes. What are you doing, Luna Moon? What are you doing, Toonie? Hi, baby. Yeah, hi. Okay, maybe we do pick these up. And do this here. It brings in another layer of the darker blue, so I kind of like that. And then we can do, we'll do stars. Should we do the hat? Here. Okay. I didn't use the cap anywhere, so I could put it like here, except I already have this hat here. I guess we'll go here. And then let's do some fireworks beside the fireworks. And we'll use the stars up. Oh, come on. Let's take this whole page. There we go. And let's do, did a firework here, so let's do a bomb pop. Okay. I could do another hot dog on this side, like right here. That's cute. And then I like the fireworks and stuff, so maybe we'll just fill up this side. Oh, there's a hat too. God dang. Okay, so we're just gonna do, I don't know, more fireworks. little white out. I think that looks good. Looks good enough. And now we're gonna add our headers. So let me just go ahead and use the white pen I just got out. Cover these up. Lord, I don't know if I have any blue or red in my day of the week stickers. I could have put some light blue in here too, but this is fine. Let's see. All right, here we go. My beat up books. They look like they've been through it. But honestly, that's how I feel right now. And you guys, you want to know the worst part of the not having the heat thing, or not having the air, the AC. I am home pretty much by myself tonight. My niece ate out with her friends and stuff. So I was like, cool, I'll just make something super simple for myself, like grilled cheese and tomato soup. Love that. Delicious. It is too hot for soup. Everything else that I have is going to require like a whole cooking thing. Ugh, so get to figure that out. Y'all, I might just eat a dang sandwich. Y'all might catch me up in there eating a sandwich. Turkey sandwich and some potato chips we have left over from our little party the other day. That might be it. That might be what y'all get. I need a July sticker, but I want to pick my stuff first. That might be what I get, actually. Y'all have nothing to do with this. I'm just complaining to y'all. We could do gold, because the light blue really is too light. But we could do gold. But then what are we going to do for the numbers? Let me see. I could do those red ones. Those weren't bad. Well, they're like a salmon-y red, but I think I'm going to use these. Okay. Just because I really don't have anything else, and it'll do just fine. And there is gold foil in this, so gold would look nice. Oh, that looks fine. That doesn't look too pinky. It definitely leans red against all the red in this red, so that works. Okay, and then we need a 30 and a 29. What? Oh. Okay. And it didn't quite cover all the way right here, but nobody even has to know. Okay. And then let's find, I think I liked the block letters. Okay, what do we do here then? I guess we use this July. Yep, that looks good. And then these. And since these are clear, that's why I did the white out on the bottom. Or I guess on top of the word, so it'll be underneath the sticker and it will look just a little bit cleaner. I think my Tuesday is a little crooked, but it's okay. Okay, let me write in a couple things that I know I need to be prepped for. What was Monday? Monday. Big one at the top. Call about shop. First thing in the morning. Boom. Boom. And then it's going to be a mega cleaning day. Honestly, my house is looking pretty good right now because I deep cleaned it a couple weeks ago, and then I deep cleaned it last week, and because I had time, and then I cleaned it again only a handful of days later because we had people coming over Friday, so I cleaned everything Thursday, and so it's only been like 4 or 5 days. So I really just need to like pick up a few things, like oh my god, I can't talk. Did I have a stroke or something? It's the heat. It's a heat stroke. The dog toys, they get all over the living room, and just like a quick wipe down, and you know, make sure there's new wax in the scenty things and things like that. But so it's not really a mega cleaning day. When I say that, I usually mean I'm going crazy, but you know what, in this heat, that's probably the most I can do. And then I also know that I need to charge up all the remotes and the battery packs and all the things so that I'm ready for the new appointment. So I'm just gonna put charge remotes. Okay, and then anything else that comes up, I will fill in Tuesday. Our appointment, let's see. We're gonna do an appointment with home nurse. And I'm gonna put 7:30. It's between 7:30 and 8. And then I have a gyno appointment. At 10:40. And if the heat and stuff is not fixed by this, or the AC isn't fixed by this time, I'm going to be so cranky. And then, obviously, we have the 4th of July. I don't think anything else needs to go in there. Oh, Thursday, my mother's shot. Yes. And it's her, what, 24th? So I am going to put that here. I don't know why I count them still, I just do. Okay, so far, this is what the week's looking like. I know that I'll have some other things pop up and just be busy, but also, I know we need to, on the 1st, I want to change the air filter. And yes, we do change it every month, so that's not why it's not working. And I'm going to put that over here on my, like, weekly list, because if it doesn't get done that day, it can get done any day. It just needs to get done. So this is the day that I've chosen for it, but it can get done anytime. So anytime I think about it, anytime I see it, I can do it. Okay, so there we go. This is the spread. Happy 4th, everybody. Happy Independence Day. Thank you so much for being here. Pray for me with this hot AF house. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody.